Hello and welcome back to Vinyl Friday, where I go through my records in alphabetical order like a big nerd and talk about what I love about them. Today we're looking at the Beatles' Blue album, which is 1967 to 1970. This is a truly incredible album, compilation album I should say, featuring tracks such as Strawberry Fields Forever, Penny Lane, A Day in the Life, Lady Madonna, Hey Jude, and I have chosen Magical Mystery Tour. Why on earth have I chosen this song amongst the pantheon of some of the Beatles' greatest works? And the answer is that this song is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. There is so much to love about this song, so we're gonna go from the top and work our way through. Here we go. Let's start with the way that the song announces its presence. There are a few Beatles songs that smack you in the face with, hey, I'm a song! Like maybe Help, or Sgt. Pepper's. But this may take the cake. This is basically the musical equivalent of, yo, I'm playing a song! It started! The next thing is, obviously, the roll up for the Magical Mystery Tour. It sort of continues along this theme of, this is a song! Come with us, quickly! It's about to leave without you! Roll up for the Magical Mystery Tour. The next thing is the frenzied drum part. It goes... I'll get Ringo to do it. He does it better than I do. Next thing is, I'm not exactly sure of the effect that the vocals are going through. Do let me know if you know. I know I could Google it, but I'm busy recording a video right now. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, the effect that the vocals are going through. They have this pronounced wobble, and also it sounds like they've recorded it and then the vocals have been sped up because they're very nasal. Yeah, they really do sound like chipmunks on speed. So notice how it goes. Roll up. I'll play it again without me singing. The next thing is the harmonies are really cool. One of them is roll up for the mystery tour. Other one is roll up for the mystery tour. And that harmony feels very solid. It feels like, ooh, you feel it in your chest. You know how some harmonies you're like, oh, that's light and pretty, and some you're just like, ooh, I'm having a physiological reaction to that one. This is one of those. Hello, editing Nancy here. I missed one of the harmonies. Roll up, roll up, roll up. So it makes a triad. But what makes it sound good is roll up and roll up. It makes like a power chord. That's what feels good. The next thing, what is this? That's meant to be the bus, right? I think it's meant to be the bus, because it sounds like a car just taking off and roaring away. Next, the cool bass part that Paul McCartney is playing. After the bus leaves, it goes like this. At speed and with the recording, which is a little bit flatter than my bass, so bear with. So that rocks. I feel like I'm in 1999. That rocked. That was the bomb. Yeah, so that bit's great. I'm not sure what you would call the structure of this song other than, as I stated earlier, bananas. Because we've got this really energetic opening sequence, which we're almost at the end of. If you watched earlier episodes, you know I do love a good call and response. So here we've got roll up, satisfaction guaranteed. Yeah, call and response. Yeah, that's the call, that's the response. Yeah. This is probably not regarded as one of their greatest songs. I don't know whether or not they thought it was one of their greatest songs at the point where they were recording it. But I do like that Paul's giving it everything in his vocal performance right here. Oh, okay, that's another thing. Before we get to the next section, what are the trumpets doing here? It's like a... I can't do it. I can't even that fast. I can't even that fast. I don't know how you do that with a trumpet. I don't know if it's sped up or if the trumpet players are actually just playing that. We take a horn part that drop kicked us into the song. That same section is reappropriated here to introduce us to the next section of the song. Dun 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 da, except that when it lands on that last note, we're now in a different key. So it feels completely different to how it felt in the beginning. In the beginning, it felt energizing, and now it feels relaxing. We've done a total about face from the extremely high energy introduction. We've got these pretty schmaltzy trumpet parts. It sounds almost like 1960s music. Yeah, it's sort of dreamy. They're like dreamy little trumpets. At this point in the song, we also encounter another of Paul's beautiful bass parts. It's incredible. This man has a knack for melody, both in songs, but also like in his bass work. His bass parts are known for being especially melodic. So this is a bit that I really love. And then we've got some staccato stabs. Bop! Ba-da-da! And we've re-entered the beginning section, except we're gonna start slow and we're gonna amp it back up again. This might be my favorite part of the song. No, second favorite. We'll come to my favorite part later on. So, whereas in the beginning we had this tempo, at this section we're slowing it down to this. A little bit faster, I think. I'll know in post. Can confirm. It is very slightly faster. As we come to the close of the song, we've got this really heavy halftime emphasis. So it was there in the beginning, but the drums are heavier this time. It makes it a little bit heavier. It sort of drives itself. I don't know what that means. There's like a drive behind it. It's the weirdest thing that my body's done today. Whatever that dance was. And then these bits, beautiful. Coming to take you away. Coming to take you away. It's playful and it's carefree. It's incredible what harmony can achieve. It's just two melodies together, and somehow it magically creates the sense of freedom. You can leave all of your worries behind because the Magical Mystery Tour is going to just whip you off into a lovely, blissful paradise where you don't have to worry about that other stuff. Coming to take you away. Here it comes. We've got a little bit of chromaticism right about here. Dying to take you away, take you today. It's very old-fashioned to use chromaticism that way. Take you today. Okay. Now we've arrived at my favorite part of the song. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's there, but suddenly the song takes us to a darker place. I'm not sure what that infers, or if it's intended to infer anything at all. Excuse me. Or if it's intended to infer anything at all. It's sort of like waking up from a really nice dream, realizing none of it was real. Maybe I'm reading too much into this, but this is what it feels like anyway. This piano part. And this little line here, let's have that again. And it just sort of meanders off. Just goodbye. It's kind of like you missed the bus, maybe, and you're looking wistfully on at the bus as it disappears off into the distance. Definitely reading too much into it. But I think that's what I enjoy about this song. It is a journey. It's like it doesn't know what direction it's going in most of the time, but it's a journey. You're going somewhere, except at the end where you're left behind and the bus is left without you. You didn't make it. They told you to roll up, and you didn't. Now the bus is gone. What even is that ending? I love it. Where does it come from? Where does it go? What's the point of it? It doesn't matter what the point is musically. It's very satisfying. Now, before I sign off, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to the person who donated $25 into my Buy Me a Coffee account. And I would just like to say that $25 paid for the release of my EP, Modern Reflections Volume 1, featuring a number of my DIY instruments, onto all of the streaming platforms. It came out today. Woohoo! So if you happen to be listening to it on one of the streaming platforms, you can thank Neela for her $25 donation. Thank you, Neela. I really appreciate it. That was so good of you. You have my humblest thanks. that's it for this week. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you next week. Have a great weekend.